Welcome to Fun Fan Gamers. Today we're going to discuss and talk about the Quest 2 headset and what games that you should probably get for beginners. Since it's a VR headset, which is like virtual reality, a lot of people get motion sickness, kind of like if you've never played a first person shooter and you're just regular like playing Tetris and stuff like that, and then someone's like, hey, I want to play this game, you'll get motion sickness, which yeah, I used to get motion sickness and Kelly used to. Overall, once you keep on trying and playing the game, you eventually get used to the movement and stuff like that. But let's talk about the signs of motion sickness. If you become hot, even though like your room is like chilled or room temperature, and you suddenly get like sweaty and hot and warm, that is the first sign, basically, usually. So you would want to quit playing the game before your symptoms get worse. Okay. Um, because after that, then you start getting like a headache and you get hot, you get more hot and you get a headache, and then you start feeling like you're going to throw up, which is not fun for anybody. And then you get really weak, almost like a flu kind of symptom. So once you get warm, I'd recommend you stopping right then and there. You're already pretty much past the point. Um, if you continue on, you'll get sick. So pause your game, turn it off, save, whatever, just quit. But to slowly, gradually move you into higher depth games and more virtual reality games, I would recommend you buy a game called I Expect You to Die, which is like a James Bond thriller kind of game. You have to solve puzzles, and yeah, you get to interact with the environment and stuff like that, but you're in a seated position. Okay, so you're used to being set down on your couch. And most of these games you can basically play sit down. But some games are a lot funner if you move around and act in the environment. But this one, basically, you can be seated and stuff like that. But you still gotta worry about moving and bobbing your head and stuff like that and reaching for items and stuff. Because in this game, you get to use like technological, your mind basically, and you can pull things from far distance and stuff like that. So which then that'll get used to an environment and a virtual reality. And then I would probably boost that up to another game that's really popular, Beat Saber or High on Life. Not High on Life. Sorry, we already did a video about that. Uh, um, Super Hot. Sorry. Because in Super Hot, you get to use guns in your environment to get rid of the attackers and stuff like that. But when you move, the environment slowly moves with your movement. So you have to plan out everything and then slowly do it. So which it slowly adjusts to the movement that you do. So you don't want to quickly move around and stuff like that. So you do it like that. Super Hot is basically like Guitar Hero. You can play it sit down or you can play it stand up. So it's just things coming at you at first. So the environment is moving. So before you start moving, basically, you want to get used to that movement and that moments of moving. And then there's a free demo, I believe, like Wizard Academy or something like that, which then you get to move around and portal jump and stuff like that. And it's just a short little game, and you can play it multiple different times, and that will adjust you to moving and acting with the environment at first. And then you can play bigger high def games like Star Wars Edge, I believe it's called, or Star Wars Darth Vader series or other games. But first, I'd recommend doing that, and don't do like a lot of people probably say, "Oh, since you see it down, do the roller coaster game or some hoo ha like that." Don't do that. That's too much, too quick. Kind of like with Beat Saber, it's just coming at you, you know, instead of the whole thing is like flying at you, and you're not moving, and the cart turns and you're sitting forward, your head and your balance will shift. So don't do that until you get used to all that. So I recommend you buying I Expect You to Die. Play that game first. Have fun with that. There's 2 games. There's Expect You to Die and then Expect You to Die 2. And then do the free demo of Wizard Academy. I think also the Quest recommends you to do that first. And then or Beat Saber. There's also a Beat Saber demo. And also, you can get exercise, and there's exercise games and stuff like that. So that'll help with you burning calories and getting moving and motivated. So there's other games like that. I think there's like Quest or some. I'll probably put a photo over my head or something like that. So then you could get used to that movement and stuff like that, and slowly do that. You can also play like the Creed game, a boxing game. So you're just in your little space that you marked around you. So you're not really moving around your room, punching walls and stuff like that. It recommends you stay in that space. Or like a fishing game or something like that. So easy games at first and then build it up. And then once you get used to it, then you can do like the Star Wars at Edge and stuff like that. And then you can also do like not Evil Dead, jeez, The Walking Dead and stuff like that. But first, get used to it before you jump into the higher price games that look sweet. I'll admit it, but you would probably want to start off slow and steady and get used to it to build up your tolerance. And also, it really helps you, like, if you do get hot, have a fan in your room blowing on you so you can last a little bit longer. Because once you start moving around, once you take off your headset, you would probably be staring at a wall, and now you're staring at your door, and that kind of messes up your equilibrium and stuff like that. So take it slow, take it steady, have fun, and then eventually you can move on to the bigger, better games. All right, that's it for now. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any hints or tips or topics. I post St. Rose 2022 videos on Fridays until we run out. Kelly posts Final Fantasy tips, tricks, and random videos here and there. Usually is on Tuesdays, but she plays at night, so I don't know. And then I'll be trying to work on Sea of Thieves. The only problem with Sea of Thieves is I usually do the recording of Sea of Thieves on my computer, which I discussed the problem with that. So then Sea of Thieves starts lagging, and then usually you get booted off, and then some of the data gets corrupted and stuff like that because the recording and the data transfer and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to do that. So I'll try to do that. Maybe we'll just do stories of what happened. And then sometimes it works perfectly fine. It also probably matters how many people is online, the server and stuff like that. So I know it's been a while since we did a Sea of Thieves video, but we'll probably be doing that. I'm working on it. Trust me. And so hit that like button so I know that you guys appreciate the work that we do. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any news or anything that I get to know, and I can get that back to you. And share a comment if you like videos like this, or you just want me to do like a gameplay overdub or some funny voices or stuff. we're working on this YouTube channel and we want it to grow, and we really have fun. We're fans of games. We really have fun playing games, and we want to move forward. So if you can tell us what you guys are looking for, we'll appreciate that a lot. Probably, I'll probably do a discussion about the Series X and S and PlayStation 5. I don't want to get too deep in it, but yeah, it's kind of like a whole corporate kind of thing like that, and it's kind of sad. But until then, be safe out there. We really mean it. Especially since it's winter, it gets really cold outside. It's icy, and people slide on ice, and stuff can happen. So just be safe out there, especially if you live up north and the weather changes and stuff like that. So be safe out there. We really mean it. And always, game on!